difficulties seem to have been ironed out.
Yes.
Okay. And now that we
Halfway
are
through
30 minutes into
Yeah.
the show, that's okay, though.
It is what it is.
We're good and we're back.
Next week will be better.
With a camera that's synced up with all our settings.
Hey, and it's actually on time. Hello, people.
You were like 3 seconds behind. I know.
1, 2, 3. So where are we?
But what do you think? Okay, remember, I don't know how long ago it was. Going back to the FBI refusing to release memos regarding, I assume, uranium-1.
Yes.
Right? Why do you think, what do you think it is? Because what did I tell you? No one in all that situation is bringing up Obama.
And to me, that's kind of weird in a strange way. To me, the problem with why is it that and again, you know, I'm a firm believer. Like I said, I don't care if you're in the public, if you're a public servant, okay, then you have elected not only you were elected, but you've elected to take on that whole deal. Okay, it's like you're signing away your rights. Okay, you should have to. Okay, everything should become public. And don't get me wrong, not about your personal life. Okay, necessarily. Okay, but what you are doing for the people, or not so much for the people. Okay, if it involves us in any way, shape, or form, it should be public domain.
Yes.
Okay. Now, again, the question is the uranium-1 deal. Okay, was it such a bad deal, or were there more than even the regular deal, okay, that we don't know about?
Contingencies in it.
Well, who was paid to do this? Who was, and I've forgotten what they said. Somebody was paid like a $51,000 thank you.
Port belling.
Right, okay. How do I get in on that?
$20.
Right? $20 is 20
$20 is $20. Now, you know what I saw today? Because you know how balls deep I got into the Las Vegas shooting.
Right.
Well, they're live streaming the investigation because they're still, I guess, suing. I don't know who they're suing.
Well, it's been 1 year yesterday or the day before.
It's been 2 years.
Has it been 2 years?
I think. It's 2016,
Yeah,
right?
2 years, I believe.
So it's the anniversary, though.
If we only had like a computer or something, we could look it up.
There's a novel idea.
Rather than spreading fake news.
Is that what we've been accused of?
I'm exhausted, dude. All right.
That was
2017.
So 1 year. All right,
So it is a year anniversary, okay? Now, this is the thing, and we've talked about this before, that absolutely blows my mind. With all the technology, the cameras, and this is not just some hotel. This is a casino hotel, okay? You know what's available there. They have surveillance of every possible kind, okay? How a year later, and this is no different than what we were talking about with the documents not being released and all that, okay? What's the reason behind it all? Is it? I mean, ultimately, obviously, somewhere there's money involved, okay? But it has to be more than just money.
Gun control agenda?
Well, I think it's agendas, period, okay? Regardless of what we're talking about, I think it's somebody's agenda is where they're going, okay, gun control people are on this agenda, the deal with the Vegas shooting, the cover up with, the uranium-1 kind of deal that we're not getting the full information on it. Somebody's profiting from this. But again, most of the people involved already have plenty of money. Okay. So to me, it's got to be something further than just that. Like you said, it's got to be an agenda type deal, and don't get me wrong. And this is something I'll never understand. Do you have any personal agendas? I mean, other than to be healthy, you know what I'm saying? Okay, go out there, be healthy, live life, enjoy yourself, find a partner to live your life with, raise a family, buy a house, have decent cars, eat food, educate yourself. I mean, the same that what everybody else in America has. How do people get so hung up on something that they can't see? And this is what bothers me. They cannot see the other side, regardless of what it is. And it doesn't matter whether we're talking about the Kavanaugh Ford deal, whether we're talking about gun control. It doesn't matter. How can you get, unless it affects you personally, okay, how can you get so caught up in that where you can't see
Horse blinders on.
literally a foot or 2 feet in front of your face? You know, and it just amazes me that people will actually go to that degree of there is no leeway. Okay, there's no. It doesn't matter how much you can educate somebody on it. They are so closed-minded in the process. Okay, and I've always considered myself open-minded. You know, like and Josh and I've talked about this before. If somebody comes to me with something and you present some facts and it's against what I normally believe in, I'll at least take a look at it.
Yeah.
Okay, that doesn't mean I'm not telling you you're full of shit down the road. Okay, but at least I'll take a look at it. Do you agree with that, Josh?
I totally agree. I totally
If you're
agree.
closed-minded, you'll never be intelligent when you'll never.
Well, that's kind of how. And
It's
Josh
kind
will
of
tell you that
like crippling.
it
You
is.
can't even like begin to look outside of the box and think, okay, maybe everything isn't what I am being told.
Well, it's kind of what we do here. Okay, and that's the whole premise of what you decided to do, to start the show and everything based on is you talk about believe nothing and question everything.
Right.
Okay.
But I'm goofy. Look, I know I'm goofy.
Trust
But things,
verify.
things
Right.
things I say, like I'm meaning it. Like I know I say it lighthearted, but I actually think like,
Is this really possible?
yes,
Sure.
I think more than likely it is. Powerful people do dumb, weird shit.
There are
To
some,
stay
and-
powerful.
And I'll be honest with you. Since I started doing this with you, okay, and when you say powerful people do weird stuff, okay, I'm gonna tell you something. There are some weird, wealthy, influential individuals out there.
We're not talking about like your local
no,
person who owns 4 Chick-fil-A's. We're talking about like are involved in decisions that affect every American,
yes, okay?
more or less.
And they're freaks behind closed doors,
yeah, going to spirit cookings and
right?
all kinds of stuff. Oh, Alex Jones alert.
It's an alert.
So what do you think about Trump considering an executive order allowing feds to investigate social media bias? Do you think that's a necessity?
Yeah, it almost has to at some point. And to me, it's no. Somebody was talking about it the other day. If you look back on the news agencies way back before it was basically owned by 3 or 4
6.
or 6 total people. Back in the old days, when you turned on the news, you had people like Tom Brokaw and those kind of old school guys where they reported the news. Okay, now it's about making the news. Okay, and it doesn't matter what side of the coin you're on. It really doesn't. Okay, to me, it shouldn't even be called news anymore. Okay, it's whatever they decide to put.
It's propaganda.
It's absolutely okay, and the propaganda law that was changed
2012.
in 2012 really needs to be put back.
Yep.
Let's get that.
It would be safer for everybody in America. Okay, and it would, and I truly believe if we would go back to reporting the news instead of trying to make it or be the news, okay, it would change the whole the way people are reacting with each other. And I mean, you've seen it, we've all seen it. Okay, social media is one of those things now. It's so out of control. Okay, well, I know you've all been on those sites where you see something posted and then all of a sudden somebody says, "Hey, they removed my post." Or have you ever been in Facebook jail?
Now I've yet to be in.
I
Facebook
haven't.
jail.
I'm hoping to get there sometime.
All right,
Okay.
here it is.
Have you been in Facebook jail, Josh?
No.
Never. But
I'm
I know
not
a
that
lot of people.
active.
I know a lot of people who have though.
All right, U.S. repeals. This is during Obama's reign. U.S. repeals for propaganda bans spread government-made news to Americans. For decades, a so-called anti-propaganda law prevented the government's mammoth broadcasting arm from delivering programming to American audiences. But on July 2nd, that came silently to an end. Yeah, he did it like behind closed doors, basically,
Right.
and didn't announce it. Implementing a new reform passed in January. The result, an unleashed of thousands of hours per week of government-funded radio and TV programs.
I don't care who you are. Okay, I don't care which side of the coin you're on. The thing that's been lost in this whole process is those people work for us.
Right?
Okay, and they are doing an injustice and a terrible service to both Democrats and Republicans alike, and independents.
That's
okay?
why when I see political debates, I'm like, I'll make a comment and they come on me. I'm like, bro, I don't like either side.
Right.
They're all corrupt.
Absolutely.
I'm not getting emotionally invested in some person running for office that is literally just a cookie cutter of the last person who left. They don't have any views of their own. If
None
you're a
of 'em.
Republican, you have to be anti-abortion. You have to be pro-guns. You
Right.
have to be super big military. And that's
see-
all you run on. Every president says the exact same shit. And every president gets either side is
And nothing changes.
nothing changes. It's
Okay.
the exact same
It's-
crap.
it's-
They're all at bat with each other.
It's just like I said before. You know, the day that Obama came in office, the day he left office, I got up that morning. I went to work. I did what I do every day. Okay. The very next day, when Trump took office, guess what I did?
Same.
I got up that morning.
You
I
died?
went to work. Okay, and I did exactly the same thing. Okay, and sadly enough, and yes, people are going to go, well, gosh, you know, it affects us the taxes that we do this, and I get all that part of it, but ultimately, everyday life. Okay, here's the sad part too. And I want you to think back even just a few years, even for guys as young as y'all are. Okay, 2, 3, 4 years ago, your daily conversation with people, okay, was about crap like fishing and cars and the movies you were watching, okay? You cannot get away from this anymore. It is so rammed down our throats, okay? It's literally, they're making life not fun.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. I don't like it.
I don't either. So maybe we need to, you know, not make America great again. I think the general public needs to go on something new, take back America.
Yeah. Make America think again.
That's make America think again. Okay?
I have
That's
to
what we're
figure out
trying
where
to do.
I painted that. And I don't have anywhere to put it.
But that's, I think, is really what we're trying to do. Just make everybody at least think about what's going on out there. Okay, you know, and don't get me wrong. Do I wish that we could go back to where it was all puppies and unicorns? Sure, but that's probably never going to happen.
So there's a
again.
lot of millennials and stuff.
Oh, that's right. You're
I
a
identify-
millennial.
No, I'm 30.
you
I'm
are.
37, bro.
Oh, that's right. It's how you identify today.
Yeah, I don't want to be a millennial.
Yeah. But
I don't
anyway,
like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. But yeah, sorry for the terrible episode that night.
see where we are now.
Is it? Oh, you got to close out of it. We went live
Oh.
again. I don't think I brought it back up on Facebook.
A redo.
No, it crashed in the middle of that,
Crash.
like the whole program. But yeah, next week will be better. I was in the middle of changing some stuff and didn't really have time to like test it. So you see what happened.
We learn by doing.
Yeah, I might come on and go do another episode this weekend.
Test run.
And well,
A
yeah,
better
test
test
run
run.
and to kind of to make up for this one.
Just so people understand why we're, and a lot of people are going, well, why would you change this? Why would you do that? Okay, we're honestly, and let's just tell everybody what we're trying to do. We're trying to jump to that next level. Okay, we're coming up on our 3rd season. We're trying to jump to the next level, and what we mean by that is to bring everybody better content, better guests.
Well, and me learning that side of it, like the reason when I was having guests, my like bigger guests. No offense to you, Chris, but I was my following was growing.
I'm really not a guest anymore. I'm family.
Yeah, my following was growing, but that was solely because of that guest. I still never really mastered like tagging and
Right.
and titling videos or titling episodes where it would, because it's all like you might not be doing time, but one to fill in some slots if you say Chris gets sick of it and steps down, or I can't really step down. It's my podcast, but
Well,
you know what I mean? Like if I can't make it or he can't make it, or we can have 3 people. We can bounce back and forth, play better games, more interaction. I think it's going to be a good idea.
I think so too.
So
if
much
you're
room for
interested,
activities.
yeah, so much room for activities. Got Brian here, the
Yep.
producer type guy in training. If you're interested, just email me at almostlegalpodcast@gmail.com, or if you have my personal number, you can hit me up there or on social media. Until the next episode, I'm not going to say next week because I plan on possibly doing one this weekend and making sure I ironed all these kinks out.
We'll get
That
it
was
fixed.
rough.
We'll get it fixed, though. We'll get it fixed.
It was so bad that he turned into a cartoon figure earlier.
But he's back now, or that's one amazing avatar.
Yeah. But hey, guys, remember, subscribe on iTunes, Google Play, give us a nice 5-star review, like us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube. Anything you can do to help, that'd be great. It really actually, it's better. It's motivation for me to keep going.
The more, the merrier.
The more, the merrier. But yeah, until then, I'll see you.
We're out.
Peace. Peace.
Bob's your uncle.